Safe to say that you've seen some of this?
Oh, I've seen a lot of that.
Okay.
Absolutely. You know, we got a bunch of guys that have never played in a college football game. You know, really, Jeff Deltwork's the only one. Duck's the only one that's caught a pass, that's ran a route in a game. The other guys, nobody has. I mean, Kenzel played sparingly last year, really not as really a wideout, more of a slot, just catching little screen passes and things. So really untested, you know, up and down, a bunch of guys that haven't played a lot of ball. So they're getting thrown into the grease right now. So it's going to be up and down that way. You know, it's a process.
Now, obviously, you're big on blocking. I mean, and that I think, I'm just curious where you've seen, what sort of progress you've seen out of the group in that area.
Yeah, I've seen progress in that area. You know, not anywhere near what I want to be, but I've seen progress. I always can tell when our DBs and our secondary says, you know, there's a change. I mean, when they're coming up to me saying, "Coach, got those wideouts," I mean, they're blocking. I mean, that's a good thing because the players know. So it's a thing that I stress, I emphasize. I think physicality in your game makes you better in everything you do out there. Your releases, your route running, how you catch a ball in the air, everything you do. If you're physical, it gets better faster. So I've seen some progress.
It's obviously still early and start season is obviously a while away, but just given the depth and just given the depth at running back, I mean, you kind of see things shaping up where the team might run more than in past seasons, or
run the ball more.
Yeah, I mean, I know this is predominantly what considered.
Well, I guess just if you do the math, bunch of wideouts that haven't played, bunch of really good backs.
Okay.
So blocking's going to be even more important.
Blocking's more important, right? But you know, every year is different. You know, last year you got Nick Toon out there, and you got Abby out there, and you got Russell Wilson back there, and the style of change is a little bit different. I mean, people don't realize how much they threw the football here last year because they could, and so it opened up Monty. Well, this year they're going to key on him, but we got some other backs to fill in. We got to go out there and just be able to complete some passes and keep some pressure off Monty and Melvin and James and those other backs. You know, as we get older, we'll come up and start being the clutch guys, but you know, it's not going to happen overnight.
When you game plan week to week, how many wide receivers do you like to have where you can say, hey, we can trust X number this week?
Yeah, well, I'd love to have, if we travel 6 or 7, you'd like to have all 6 or 7 playing. You know, I remember one of the things that Coach Bielema said about the wide receivers what we played against at Bowling Green. So one of the reasons I like coach these wide receivers because there was a bunch of them. Okay. You know, but they all got to be able to play the same. You're not going to have 8 Abadarises, but if you can have, you know, 6 or 7 you can trust they're going to do the right thing, they're going to be physical. You'd like to go in that way, but right now I'll take 2 or 3. I'd like to have 6 or 7. I'll take 2 or 3 and keep building off of that. Okay. You know.
You know, Abby got a lot of playing time last year, and you would think, well, he's not missing a lot, but with a new coach, and I'm sure you want to see him do some things. What is he missing on not being able to be out there going through things right now?
Just the way I teach certain techniques. You know, every coach has their own style. Coach Dell had his style, and I have my style. I have my philosophies on how you run routes, which is a lot different from what they had here last year. So those things, just being able to rep my technique that I teach him over and over and over. He can spit it back to you right now and tell you how you're supposed to do it, but until you do it over and over and over, it's not a habit yet. So he's going to have to really work his tail off this summer for it to become a habit.
How is it different? You said the way.
Yeah.
How
you know,
is it
just
different?
how you body position,
okay.
how you work your body in and out of a break,
okay.
How we break down different route techniques, top ends, breaking points. So there's a lot of other little details that Coach Dell teaches different than I teach. Not good or bad, just different.
What's been the biggest challenge or biggest surprise that just 6 new assistant coaches now they're using spring balls or something that stood out? Just a triangular adjust with that.
I'll tell you what, this is my 4th spring ball in 4 years. You just kind of, when you're a coach, you just kind of change your shirt and keep going. It's all the same. I mean, it really is. I mean, you gel chemistry-wise with coaches, but no, it's all the same. And Coach Bielema's, you know, he's got a great culture here, and you just kind of fit into the culture and you go. You figure out the way Coach Bielema likes to do it, which is different than all the other places I've been, and it works. So you fit in, and you all kind of, at the first day it might be a little slower, you're kind of feeling your way, and then you just hit it running, and you're good.
Did you do most of the talking in the first couple days, and then, I mean, just to kind of get you guys
Unfortunately, I don't shut up, so I did a lot of talking the first day, too. So you just kind of go. You know, it's ball, and they're kids, and they're 18 to 22. Doesn't matter if you're here, Florida, Central Michigan, they're all kids. It's football. It's all the same, you know.
You mentioned the inexperience. Any of the younger guys caught your eye, kind of stepping up?
Yeah, Ike Williams has done a nice job for us. Really, really happy to see him finally maturing and growing up a little bit. He's done some good things. Chase Hammond has had some good couple days, so he's stepping up. After that, kind of throw him into a bucket and stir him up a little bit. They've all kind of been up and down. So have those guys, but they've stood out, made some plays.
The inconsistency is the down point, like when you guys are working on a 2-minute drill against air and guys are just not catching the ball.
Sure, yeah, they're thinking, the mind's tying up the feet right now.
Yeah.
Right, that was the first time they've ever done 2-minute, and so they're thinking about, am I in the right spot, what's my rules when I catch in between the hash, and those are all excuses, but that's what's happening. I can yell at them, but I got to go over and coach them too and tell them how to do it, and we'll get it. We'll get it. Yep.
There's a lot of talk about Marquise last couple weeks. What has he shown you? I guess there's been mentions of flashes of Marquise and his talent.
Yeah, that's about what you see right now
Yeah.
is flashes. He's still learning the position too. I mean, he's a basketball player.
Yeah.
Let's call it what it is. He was a basketball player. We're trying to make a football player, and he's doing a good job. But he's still learning the game. And then he gets injured, and he comes off an injury. So now you're working both those things against him. So he's doing some good things. He's catching the ball well. He's got a lot of work to do. A long way to go.
How does he look after the injury? Is he starting to look? Is he healthy? Full go?
Yeah, he's healthy. Just like any ACL, he's gonna have some soreness and some swelling, but those things will go down with time.
And the last guy I was going to talk to you about was Chase Hammond. Him and Marquise, both big guys. Talk about their size and what they bring to the field.
Well, obviously size is always great. Size is a mismatch, and Chase is playing really. I mean, he didn't have a great day today, but he's been playing pretty good. He's finally playing. Today he didn't play as big as he is, and that I always harp on him about that. Playing as big as you are, and the first 5 or 6 practices he was playing big. I threw him in there with the ones today, and he didn't play very big. So. But that's what spring practice is for, finding out. So.
Before I let you go, with the inexperience.